Okay, so here's my turtle pond that I just fixed. Had some cracks in it, some leak points in the shell. I've had this pond for, I don't know, 10 years now, maybe 15 years, and it had gotten some cracks in it from I don't know what, but I have 4 turtles in there, and the 2 older ones are, I know they're 15 years, so the pond has been in here for at least 15 years. And then I acquired these 2 other turtles from just finding them on the roads. But this pond, I have fixed some leaks in the shell of it. It's plastic, and I had just finished fixing it. And before, I always used this crappy little pump. I don't know, I found on Amazon for like 30 bucks, and I don't know how many I've gone through, but they have that little filter thing in front of the suction, and then they're just junk. I've been looking for a way to filter this water and keep it clean for the longest time, and I haven't seen any videos on YouTube, so I figured I'd make one. And here's the new setup I got. It was a little pricey for the pump and filter. I think maybe 100 bucks each. I think the filter was 150, but it's set up for 1,600 gallons. It's a 1,600 gallon filter, and then the pump is for 950 gallons. 950 gallons per hour, and then it's set up so that it's way overkill for what I have. This pond might be 70 gallons at most. And the way I have it set up is I have a pickup tube on the bottom that tees off to each side, and I have a check valve, and it's all 3/4 inch plumbing, PVC. I put those little screens on the end of it. I found those on Amazon, 2 of them for like 8 bucks, so that their heads don't get sucked up into the suction tube, or paws, or whatever you call them. And then it goes out of the pond. I don't know if you can see it right there, through the wall. I put a bulkhead fitting through the wall, and then right outside of the pond, under the pottery there, it's all that 3/4 inch pond tubing. And then it comes up over here to the pump into the filter. And then this filter is pretty cool because it has a UV light also on the top. It goes down between the filter cartridges. You got to find this on Amazon and watch the video. It's pretty awesome. But what I like about it is that since it's way overkill for what I have, it has this backwash feature where I turn this blue valve to this way, and it discharges the dirty water out so that you don't have to take the filters apart. And I have it set up with this hose that, excuse me, I'm just using my phone to record this, but I have it set up with this hose, and I put a little piece of clear tubing so you can see how dirty the water is. But what you do is you turn this valve this way, and it pushes all the dirty water out of the filter. It stops the flow back to the pond. And as you turn this crank, it turns the sponges, the filter media, inside of the canister, and it helps clean out the filters. And it's only been in here for a week, so it's not that dirty, but I'll put it back to the pond and it starts coming out of the waterfall again. So to do this all above ground, I didn't want to put the pump in the water anymore, what I had to do was every time if I turned the pump off, it would lose prime. All the water would go back into the pond. And what I did was that suction pipe, the pickup tube that goes to the bottom of the pump, just above the T there, I don't know if you can see it, but I put a 3/4 inch inline check valve, a spring check valve, so that the pickup tube will stay full of water all the way up to the pump, and it'll stay primed. So if you have to turn the pump off for any kind of maintenance, the pickup tube will stay primed. And just in case the check valve fails, I put in a hose adapter and a hose bib fill or on the line above the discharge on the pump. So if I have to prime it, I just hook up the hose there, and it takes 2 seconds. Open that valve, and that's it. But way overkill for what I have. Hopefully I don't have to clean those filters for a year. But it's been going for about a week, and the water is actually cleaner than the initial fill up. I hope this video helps. I got everything on Amazon. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If I can change something, if you got any other ideas, let me know.